Hello everyone, welcome to the Shiksha Kranti. And today we have with us the special guests, the alumni of the Satyan School of Languages, Mr. Aman Chaudhary and Mr. Aditya Chaudhary. They are our special guests today because they have been serving in the IT sector for the last decade, I think since 2017. And they used to be the student of the Satyan School of Languages way back in the year 2012 or 13, and now they have turned back and they are offering the gratitude towards their teacher and towards the NGO which enable them to grow with their languages. So don't waste our time and let's talk with them.
Let's start.
My question is from Mr. Aman first, because he's younger one. So, how do you feel as a student of the Satyan School of Languages?
So I feel pretty good. I mean, English is one of the crucial things that kind of, when you go to sort of like a big city, right? Everyone talks in English and you are a little bit nervous. But if I didn't know that, that would be like a huge uphill battle for me. And even when I teach, some people design, and right, when Aditya teaches, some people design. One of the core things that they have to learn is English. So I'm pretty lucky that I got to kind of focus on it, and I got to be with a teacher who had like this focus on the idea that you need to be good at the language. And not only that, not only just be like ABC, this is the grammar, you need to do this, you need to do that. More as in you can read book A, or you can read Chetan Bhagat, or you can read Ruskin Bond. And that really got me rolling in this whole world of reading new books, trying John Green, trying to write. So right now, whenever I send a message to my boss or do whatever that includes English, and it comes out really good. And I would say that, Satyan sir is to be thanked for that, like that he got me started at that point, that, I should be not only work on my English, but find it fun.
So, Mr. Aman and Aditya, I must tell you that these are siblings, and they are working in the IT sector in Mumbai. And not only they are working in the IT sector, but also they are involved in some acts of the philanthropy. So we must know from them that what kind of philanthropy they are doing.
What we do is we try to teach what we learned. Let's say design. So we've been doing design from year 2015. So since we are self-taught, so we know the journey of a designer, so how you have to learn. So we try to impart our knowledge to the people who are interested in that. So maybe whosoever it is, like a new student, somebody who's not from like a good financial background, since we were not from such a nice financial background, had to learn by ourselves, teach ourselves, struggle ourselves. So we know the journey, so we feel like, hey, this is information age, everything is free. So what you have to do is have a good attitude, be open to it, and like if you are that, we are open to help you. So learning by ourselves, we have struggled through the industry. We used to be so nervous when we used to go to job. Hey man, I don't know this, can you help me with this? I used to call him sometime in the middle of the day. Hey man, we were practicing this thing yesterday, do you know something about him? And he's like, bro, I'm stuck myself. Then we used to be messaging each other, I don't know what to do with this. So I know that nervousness, when you go to a job, you don't know that. And right now, seeing the education sector plummeting in India, people with MScs, IITs not able to get a job. It's not about degrees, to be honest. I've learned from my job, like, hey, you should know the skill about it, because I cannot do anything with your degree. You say, hey, I'm a MA, what value do you bring to me? The question is that nobody is going to train you over there, pay you money, and then take value from you. Everybody is hiring you that you serve a value. So what we try to do is we try to impart skills. So since you go to a job from day one, you can give value. And once you are on that journey, and if you are like curious, you'll be doing that job nicely, and you'll be contributing from day one. And once, same thing, I teach my students, whosoever I teach, bro, I'm teaching with this. The only thing I ask you is do that to some other person as well. You learn from me, make sure you teach to other people. So that way, we're giving a fair amount of chance to some underprivileged kids to fight with city kids, have a fighting chance, earn some decent income, and like take care of their families. That's what we're trying to do.
Also, I would like to just add, philanthropy is like more of a grandiose word, just because I think it is something that is very day to day and very common. When I go through my life, there are various people who might lend a hand or who might help me like learn something.
Yeah.
And you want the people you grow up with, right? Like I grew up with a friend who's probably struggling. So I'm like, hey dude, let me help you out. Let me teach you something and maybe you can get a job. And you want people that you grew up with or people who helped you or people you spent great time with. You want them to be rich. You want them to go out. You want them to be highly skilled because tomorrow you might be the one who's down, right? You might be the one who's poor. And your friends, they're not doing an act of philanthropy, right? Helping you. They're just helping a friend. So I think it's much more common just to like help a friend, help people who are from your village, help people who you grew up with, or help people who you went to school with.
It's not even about that. Like, to be honest, like it's not to have a malice in your heart that, hey, you are competing with me. It's like if all of us earn nicely, it's a decent competition that will push each other ahead, you know. Like, hey, if he's earning well and I'm earning well, then now I have a person who I can speak to. We can contribute to a nice cause. Let's say sensitization, cleanliness. Once you're earning, you can participate or like indulge in your hobbies or like do something for your society. When you're not earning well, it's not so good, you know. You're thinking about where my next meal would come from, you know. How can I pay my rent? So once you take care of that basic utilities, it opens up the doors to indulge in practices that you care about. So that's how you start with that. Like bring people up so they can like start earning and eating well, taking care of their family. Then they can start indulging into society. Because if they are not earning well, the first priority is, hey, I need to feed my parents. I need to take care of their health. I need to see about myself. If you're not able to do so, it's like really tough challenge. I've been over there. I've seen that. It's really hard to do. It's easier to do once you have money. And if I can help you get to the first step, I'll try to do that any day.
Both of you are right, brothers, because you are not only growing yourself, but you are also helping the other people, your colleagues or your juniors, subordinates, and the people around you. You are helping them, you are holding their hands to come forward, to come out of the poverty, to come out of the ignorance. You are imparting the knowledge. And knowledge is, I think, the best thing we can give to anybody.
Yeah.
Because money, once you give, that will be spent. But the knowledge you give, that will be carried with that person throughout his life, and that will spread also.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think knowledge is the best thing. As Satyan sir is also spreading the knowledge, I think almost for free. Very meager amount he charges as a fee from the students, and if some underprivileged student come to him, he imparts the knowledge. He gives him the knowledge almost of free of cost.
Yeah.
So this is the best act of philanthropy, I think.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not about philanthropy. To be honest, like philanthropy would be like if I'll be giving something from my plate, you know.
Yeah,
Knowledge
yeah.
is something that you can give.
Yeah,
any day.
I think the
Yeah.
issue is the word philanthropy is kind of tainted.
Yes,
Just
yes, it is
because
tainted.
people do philanthropy
Yeah.
for like their own good,
Yeah.
while helping a neighbor or helping a friend is still something
Yes.
that sounds more pure. It sounds like you're not doing some
Yes.
big, grandiose
Yeah, yeah.
Bill Gates
Yeah.
act, right? You're
Yeah.
just helping someone.
Yeah, of course, of course. We should keep it as simple as helping somebody
Yes.
out of the heart,
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of the joy.
Yeah, it's not like a very special thing you're doing. Anyone is capable
Yeah.
of helping someone else.
Yes.
All you need is just like maybe like 10 minutes a day thinking about
Yeah.
people that you grew up with or people you love.
Well, Aman and Aditya, our audience, I think they must be curious to know about your education and your journey, that how you reached this platform of your life. So let us start with Aditya first, that what are your qualifications and how did you entered into this field of information and technology sector?
Our education is like we both are just school graduates. We never went to college. It was the reason like our father's business took a hit and we started to struggle financially. So in the beginning it was like, hey, we don't have tools, you know. Our friends were going to colleges. I used to get messages, hey man, I'm going to this university, I'm going to take this degrees, and we didn't have that option. So now when you have everything against you, so you can do is start mopping on the floor, complaining to God, saying, hey, you've not been fair to me. But the good thing about us was like we came here before we went to Delhi, so we had English with us. So now you know a language and internet is in English. It's a free encyclopedia. You can learn anything and everything. And I'd say Aman, what he did was like he was at home. He was like, Mom, if I can maybe give 100 rupees to you for like, let's say some food or groceries, that would be a nice contribution, right? And she was like, yeah, anything is nice. And he started writing articles, and in the beginning I was like, bro, I don't think they'll pay. They might be scamming us, and he's like, what's wrong with that? It's not taking any time out of my hand. I'll just write. So he said, yo, he paid me $2. So our journey started from $2, and then we started writing. We used to write articles for mundane things. We have never been participated in that. Like he was writing for Canadian coffees, I was writing for pet industries, I was writing for baseball.
He wrote an article about like a dog fashion show that happens in
and
Paris.
we have no idea. You have to educate yourself. So it started from there. $2 is our first income, let's say that. And after that you start to do some other shit. So now what else I can do? So we used to go to cafes. So we used to hear about, you say, Photoshops. So yeah, we never used Photoshop, but we were nice at tech. We've been using computers since we were kids. We used to fix computers for our neighbors for free. So we used to go to cafe, and what we did was like, hey man, can we watch some videos? We wanted to learn something, so we used to watch Photoshop videos over there. And now we started saving some money, and our dad helped us get in laptop. So we had one laptop at our home, and like 24 hours a day. So 12 hours, this guy would sit on laptop, 12 hours me. So he'll sit during the daytime, I'd sit during the nighttime. And we used to do everything and anything. We did graphic design, logo design, winning nothing. We got a gig of like book covers. We never designed book covers in our life. We don't know how to design a book cover, but we took the job, we didn't know how to do it. Learned to design book cover in 2 days, delivered the gig in 3 days, and got paid on the 4th day. So we took the job regardless knowing that how to do it. It was like, hey man, that's a nice money that would pay our rent. We can do with that. And from there he started to put his work on the internet, and I was more interested in like participating in contests and getting some money in. So what came good from that was like, since he was putting his work on the internet, like somebody will see it. So he got a call from Mumbai. So there is this dude, he's like, hey man, I'm trying to hire a designer. Are you willing to come to Mumbai and see me? And he's like, he came to me, bro, this is a guy who's asking me to come to Mumbai. And I'm like, really? It's somebody interested in our work. Can we get paid for this? And he's like, I don't know. Maybe we should look into it. And he took a call and he's like, yo, I'm hiring somebody. Can you come over there? And my dad, he went to Mumbai for the job. And I'm like, let's see what happens. I was still working on my own side projects. And then he took an interview over there and he got the job. So his first job was 30,000 rupees, and that was like big thing for us. In a financial crunch, getting 30,000, it's like huge deal. And like, I still remember we didn't have rent to pay, and he's there in Mumbai and he's going from hotel. He went from hotel to the office for the first whole month to do the job, catching multiple buses to get to the office. So I know those days, and then I came in with the next job because I knew he got the job, so I can apply through my work to get a job. And I got same job in Mumbai, just in a different company. So in a matter of like 20 days, we were together again, and my dad left us. He came back to Delhi because he had to take care of mom and sister, So we used to wash our clothes. We used to work together. We didn't have money for food. So we used to work like, I used to leave around like 7 in the morning, come back around 10, then cook meal for both of us. And then we used to eat around 12 p.m. And then I used to practice from 12 till 2 a.m. in the morning, and then go back again at 7 in the office. So that would happen for like 3 years. So I don't regret any bit of it, to be honest. Best time of my life, I'll do it again in a heartbeat, because those struggles makes a character, So that helped me to be grateful what money I was getting, and the experiences brought me here. So in COVID, we started applying from jobs to New York and US. He got a job in Orlando. I got one in New York. And since then, we've been working outside India.
Sure. You have a very challenging journey, and inspiring journey, and I think that our viewers, they will be benefited, they will be motivated to take up the challenges in their life. And you are the, I think, self-made guys, and you have created a good character of yourself. And this what message I draw from your journey is that there is no shortcut to the success, only hard work. We should toil day in day out, only then we can achieve a success. There is nothing as such luck when it comes to the success.
Yeah, that's true.
It plays only, I think, 1% or even less than that. You are the self-made without any formal degree in
Yeah.
that sector. You are bringing laurels to not only yourself but to your family and to whole the city.
Yeah. I think that would be like, I don't know about the cities. The first job was to secure my parents. That was our intent, you know. I had a family to feed, you know. My mom, my dad, they did so much for us, took us to school. They were the one who brought us to English school. And then Satyan sir, he was the one who was behind us from day one, you know. He used to make us sit over there, let us do intros again and again. We'll be doing, like, let's introduce yourself again. And there was this kid, I remember, he was like, sir, we've been doing introduction for like 4 times a day. What value does it bring? He's like, so now you know how to introduce yourself 4 different ways, you know. You don't know the value over here, but over the period of time, you'll learn that. You see, small languages or small step, like learning a language, can open such big doors for you. Nobody knows the value of that. And he charges such meager fees. I don't understand. I told sir, I'd say the value that you give with that, it's unaccountable. You cannot count it in like money. I'd rather say we can charge much more than he is electing to do it, because he is like, hey, I want to impart skills and knowledge, and like we both being the recipient of that, and we are forever grateful.
We all will, I think, and every student of Satyan sir will always be grateful for whatever he has done, and he has changed many lives, not only you and me, but many lives. And we, I think, should wind up with this note that we are grateful to Satyan sir, and it is only because of him that many people are succeeding in their fields, their
Yeah.
respective fields, whatever.
And he doesn't
fields.
ask anything about it.
Yes,
to be
yes.
honest, he's
Never.
like selfless. He is like, hey, if you come in, it'll be great. If you don't come in, still good.
Yeah, of course, and this is the only thing that we all have gathered here once again today.
Yeah.
Yes, I do feel rewarded. I find them virtual alter ego, as they say in English, true reflection of what I stood for in my life. Like, I didn't have formal education. The very motto of School of Language was skill self to serve society. Now they skilled, now they are serving. What more I can ask for? Thank you very much. Thank you for making me feel proud of you. Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
sir.